Welcome to Apex Atlas. Tonight, we ascend into the heart of Europe, to a fortress of granite and ice, where the emerald valleys meet the eternal snow of the high Alps. This is a land of neutrality, precision, and breathtaking scale. This is Switzerland. Whether you are here to sharpen your mind or to find a quiet refuge for sleep, let the stillness of the mountain air settle around you. Imagine the distant chime of a bell echoing across a high pasture, and the mirror-like calm of Lake Geneva as the sun sets behind the peaks. From the legendary tales of William Tell and the ancient roots of the Helvetii, to the bustling global hubs of Zurich and Geneva, and the timeless tradition of the watchmaker's art, we will explore the layers of this multifaceted nation. We will journey through the shadows of the Matterhorn, across the dizzying heights of the Jungfrau, and into the quiet cobblestone streets of the medieval cantons. The world below is far away, the air is still, and the story of the mountains is ready to begin. Breathe deeply, and let us venture into the heart of Switzerland. Geography and nature. Locations and borders. Switzerland sits at the very heart of Europe, landlocked, yet limitless in its beauty. Tucked between the great nations of France, Germany, Italy, Austria, and Liechtenstein, it's a crossroads of cultures and landscapes, where every direction leads to a different world. To the west lies France, where the scent of croissants mingles with the crisp air of Lake Geneva and the Jura Mountains. Head north, and you cross into Germany, where tidy villages and timber-framed houses mirror the orderliness that the two nations share. To the east, Austria brings echoes of music and mountains, a land that feels like a mirror image of Switzerland's alpine heart. And to the south, Italy softens the mood, with sunshine, palms, and piazzas spilling over into the lakeside towns of Ticino. Despite being surrounded by powerhouses, Switzerland remains wonderfully independent, a country of neutral ground and natural grandeur. Its borders trace the contours of rivers and ridges, wrapping around 26 cantons, each with its own character, dialect, and rhythm. The Rhine begins its journey here, carving its way north through valleys and vineyards, while the Rhone flows west towards France and the Mediterranean. These rivers, along with countless lakes, define Switzerland's shape as much as its mountains do. The country may appear small on a map, compact and neatly folded among its neighbors, but standing in the middle of it, you feel its vastness. The Alps stretch across two-thirds of the land, rising in magnificent sweeps of rock and snow, while to the north the Swiss plateau opens into gentle plains and lakeside cities. It's a geography of contrasts, a nation where the distance between peaks and palms can be measured in hours, and yet the shift feels like crossing continents. Switzerland's borders are not barriers but bridges. They hold together a land where languages meet, where ideas flow freely, and where every journey, whether by train, trail, or time, feels like stepping from one story into another. Landscapes and regions. Few countries can rival Switzerland's natural beauty, a landscape so varied and breathtaking that it feels almost otherworldly. From snow-dusted summits to serene lakes and storybook meadows, Switzerland's regions form a masterpiece of contrasts, each with its own color, rhythm, and charm. The Alps are the heart and soul of Switzerland, towering giants that define both its geography and its identity. These dramatic peaks stretch across the south of the country, creating a playground for hikers, climbers, and dreamers alike. Among them rises the Matterhorn, the country's most iconic symbol, a perfect pyramid of rock piercing the sky above Zermatt. To the east, the Engadin Valley offers a quieter beauty, where pine forests and frozen lakes create scenes of poetic stillness, while the Bernese Oberland dazzles with postcard-perfect villages nestled beneath glacier. North of the Alps lies the Swiss plateau, where gentle hills, fertile farmlands, and shimmering lakes form the heartland of Swiss life. Here, cities like Zurich, Bern, and Lucerne blend seamlessly with nature, places where you can step from a bustling market into a lakeside path within minutes. This region embodies the balance Switzerland is famous for: modern and natural, efficient yet serene. To the west, the Jura Mountains rise softly along the border with France, a land of forests, limestone cliffs, and quiet watchmaking towns. It's a region of subtle beauty, where time seems to slow, and the rhythm of craftsmanship beats steadily beneath the trees. In the south, the mood changes completely. The canton of Ticino basks in Mediterranean light, where palm trees line lake shores and Italian voices fill the air. Towns like Lugano and Locarno feel kissed by the sun, their piazzas alive with espresso, laughter, and la dolce vita, Swiss style. Switzerland's landscapes are more than scenery, they're the country's heartbeat. Each region offers its own personality: the Alpine grandeur, the plateau's harmony, the Jura's stillness, the South's warmth. Together, they form a nation that feels both vast and intimate, a mosaic of nature, shaped by time, weather, and wonder. Climate and seasons. Switzerland lives and breathes through its seasons. Each one paints the landscape with a new light: the misty calm of winter mornings, the alpine freshness of spring, the golden warmth of summer, and the quiet glow of autumn. It's a country where time doesn't just pass, it transforms the land. Spring begins with the melting of snow and the return of green. Meadows burst into color, mountain lakes shimmer with meltwater, and alpine villages wake from their long slumber. The scent of wildflowers drifts through the valleys, and locals take to the trails once more, celebrating the sun's return with festivals and open-air markets. It's a season of renewal, delicate, hopeful, and full of light. Summer brings a dazzling vibrancy to Switzerland. The days grow long and bright, stretching well into the evening. Lakes sparkle beneath cloudless skies, perfect for swimming, sailing, or simply watching the reflections of mountains ripple across the water. Hikers fill the trails, cyclists weave between meadows, and festivals spill into the streets of cities like Zurich, Bern, and Montrose. Temperatures are warm but rarely extreme, ideal for both adventure and leisure. Autumn is a quiet masterpiece. The forests turn to gold and copper, and vineyards along the Rhine and Lavaux glow in amber light. The air cools, crisp and clear, and the pace of life slows. It's the season of harvests, of wine festivals, and of still mornings by the lake, where mist curls over the water and everything feels timeless. Winter transforms Switzerland into a fairy tale. Snow blankets the Alps, turning villages into scenes from a Christmas card. Skiers glide through the Bernese Oberland and Graubünden, while cozy chalets glow with candlelight and the scent of mulled wine. In cities, Christmas markets fill the air with music and cinnamon, and frozen lakes become playgrounds for skaters and dreamers alike. No matter the season, Switzerland offers beauty, whether in the rush of waterfalls in May, the song of cowbells in July, or the hush of falling snow in January. Each season feels like a chapter in a story that never ends, one of rhythm, renewal, and quiet perfection. Wildlife and biodiversity. Switzerland's natural world is as diverse as its landscapes, a living tapestry of alpine meadows, glacial lakes, dense forests, and sunlit valleys. Here, wildlife thrives in balance with humanity, protected by centuries of respect for nature and a deep cultural connection to the land. In the Alps, life adapts to altitude. High among the peaks, you may glimpse the ibex, its curved horns cutting a majestic silhouette against the sky. Once nearly extinct, this mountain guardian has made a remarkable comeback, symbolizing Switzerland's commitment to conservation. Alongside it, the nimble chamois dances across rocky slopes, and the keen-eyed golden eagle circles high above the valleys, a silent ruler of the wind. Lower down, in alpine forests, the air hums with life. Red deer roam the clearings, foxes dart through the undergrowth, and marmots whistle warnings from their burrows as hikers pass. In the deep woods of the Jura and Graubünden, the elusive lynx prowls once more, reintroduced after decades of absence. Each rustle, call, and track tells a quiet story of revival and resilience. Switzerland's waters, too, hold life in abundance. Glacial rivers flow through valleys where trout and grayling flash beneath the surface, and lakes like Lucerne, Geneva, and Zurich are home to swans, herons, and the occasional shy otter. Wetlands along the Rhine provide sanctuary for migratory birds, flashes of color and song passing through on journeys that span continents. In the warmer southern canton of Ticino, Mediterranean flora and fauna thrive, chestnut forests, butterflies, and even wall lizards basking in the sun. Meanwhile, alpine meadows burst into bloom each summer, carpeted with edelweiss, gentians, and orchids, fragile treasures of mountain life that have inspired poets, painters, and travelers for generations. The Swiss respect for biodiversity runs deep. National parks and nature reserves are not just protected zones. They are symbols of coexistence, reminders that the health of the land and the well-being of its people are one and the same. To explore Switzerland's wild side is to glimpse its soul, untamed, enduring, and quietly extraordinary. Natural wonders. Switzerland is nature's masterpiece, a country carved by glacier, polished by rivers, and crowned with snow. Every curve of its landscape seems crafted with intention, every vista perfectly composed. From the roar of waterfalls to the stillness of alpine lakes, Switzerland's natural wonders remind you how small you are, and how extraordinary the world can be. At the heart of the Alps lies a spectacle of rock and ice, the Aletsch Glacier, the largest in the Alps. Stretching over 23 kilometers, it winds like a frozen river between towering peaks, its slow movement shaping valleys that have existed since the last ice age. Standing above it, time feels still, you can almost hear the creak of ancient ice beneath the sun. Then there's the Matterhorn, Switzerland's proudest peak, a mountain so perfectly formed it seems designed rather than discovered. Its pyramid shape pierces the sky above Zermatt, drawing climbers and dreamers from across the world. At dawn, when its summit turns rose gold, you begin to understand why the Swiss see mountains not just as landmarks, but as living spirits. To the north, the Rhinefall near Schaffhausen offers another kind of power. Europe's largest waterfall thunders over a 150-meter wide cliff, sending spray into the air like misted diamonds. It's a reminder that not all of Switzerland's beauty is still and silent, some of it roars with life. Among the Alps' calmest miracles are the lakes, Lucerne, Geneva, Zurich, and Thun, deep, glassy mirrors reflecting snow peaks and sky. In summer, they shimmer with sailboats and swimmers. In winter, they rest beneath fog and frost, their surfaces glinting like steel. The Iskinen Lake, tucked high in the Bernese Oberland, is perhaps the most breathtaking of all, an alpine dream framed by cliffs and waterfalls. Switzerland's caves and gorges add an underground mystery. The St. Peter's Caves near Interlaken tell legends of dragons and hermits, while the Air Gorge slices dramatically through limestone walls carved by centuries of water. Each place reveals another layer of the land's ancient story. From high peaks to deep valleys, roaring rivers to quiet forests, Switzerland's natural wonders are not grand spectacles alone, they are reminders of balance. Here, nature reigns not in dominance, but in harmony, a symphony of elements, eternally in tune. National parks and reserves. Switzerland's natural beauty is no accident, it's the result of generations of care, balance, and quiet guardianship. From the soaring peaks of the Alps to the gentle slopes of the Jura, the Swiss have long understood that nature isn't something to conquer, but something to coexist with. Nowhere is that philosophy more visible than in the country's national parks and reserves, sanctuaries where wilderness still breathes freely. The crown jewel is the Swiss National Park, established in 1914, the oldest in the Alps and one of Europe's pioneering conservation areas. Hidden in the Engadin Valley near Surenity, it feels like stepping into another time. Here, trails wind through ancient forests and over wildflower meadows where marmots whistle and ibex graze beneath towering peaks. The rules are simple: no picking, no feeding, no straying from the paths. This is nature's territory, and visitors are simply respectful guests. Beyond this iconic park, Switzerland is dotted with protected landscapes that blend human life and wilderness in perfect harmony. The Park Iller in Graubünden is the country's largest regional park, where stone villages rest between rugged passes and alpine traditions remain strong. In the Jura Vaudois, rolling forests and hidden lakes reveal a gentler side of the country, where deer move silently beneath the trees and mist lingers above the meadows. To the west, the Pfyn Finges Nature Park in the canton of Valais protects one of Switzerland's last untouched river landscapes, home to rare orchids, beavers, and the rhythmic flight of herons. In Ticino, the Biosphera Val Mestre and Lepontine Alps combine Mediterranean sunlight with alpine wilderness, a unique blend of cultures and climates where palm trees and pines share the same valley. Each park tells a story of coexistence, not of isolation, but of balance between people and place. The Swiss have built a culture of conservation not through grand gestures, but through quiet respect, leaving wild spaces to stay wild, and giving future generations the chance to stand where glaciers breathe and rivers sing. Mountains and hiking routes. To walk in Switzerland is to step into a painting that moves with you, peaks and valleys unfolding like chapters of a grand story written by the earth itself. This is a country built for walkers, where trails connect towns like threads in a tapestry, and every path leads to discovery. The mountains aren't just scenery here, they're companions, guardians, and guides. The Alps dominate the landscape, stretching across 2/3 of the country in a breathtaking parade of peaks. Among them stands the Matterhorn, the mountain that defines Switzerland's soul. Its perfect pyramid-shaped towers over the village of Zermatt, drawing climbers, artists, and dreamers from every corner of the world. Nearby, the Monte Rosa Massif and Dufourspitz, Switzerland's highest summit, rise with quiet majesty, their glacier gleaming in the sun. To the north, the Bernese Oberland unfolds like a fairy tale. Here, the Eger, Monch, and Jungfrau form an unforgettable trio, their snow-covered faces gazing down over Greindl and Lauterbrunnen Valley, where waterfalls plunge from cliffs and alpine flowers sway in the breeze. This region offers some of the world's most scenic trails, from gentle valley walks to the Eger Trail, a spectacular route beneath the mountain's sheer north face. Further east, the Engadin Valley and Graubünden region offer a wilder, quieter kind of beauty. Trails like the Bernina Trek or the Senda Engadina take you through timeless landscapes, glacial lakes, pine forests, and silent passes where marmots peek from rocks and the wind smells of snow and stone. The Jura Mountains along the French border tell a different story. Rolling rather than rugged, they are perfect for leisurely hikes and forest walks. Panoramic trails like the Creuse du Van, a natural amphitheater carved from limestone, reveal sweeping views of the lakes and plains below, a softer side of Switzerland's mountain soul. And then there's the Alpine Pass route, a 390-kilometer journey across the heart of the country, from Sargans to Montrose. It links mountain passes, hidden valleys, and lakeside towns, embodying everything that makes hiking in Switzerland so magical: challenge, serenity, and endless wonder. Every path in Switzerland feels personal. Whether you're scaling peaks or wandering meadows, the mountains seem to speak, in the whistle of wind, the chime of cowbells, and the crunch of your boots on alpine soil. Rivers and lakes. If the mountains are Switzerland's backbone, its rivers and lakes are the country's living veins, clear, cold, and full of life. They flow through every valley and reflect every peak, turning the land into a shimmering mosaic of blue and green. The sound of water is never far away here, a constant melody that defines the rhythm of Swiss life. Two of Europe's great rivers begin their journey in Switzerland's high glacier. In the canton of Graubünden, the Rhine begins as two small mountain streams, the Vorderrhein and Hinterrhein, which merge and wind their way north, becoming one of Europe's most powerful waterways. Meanwhile, the Rhone rises in the Furka Glacier, flowing west through Lake Geneva before crossing into France and continuing to the Mediterranean. These rivers are not just lifelines but storytellers, tracing ancient roots that have shaped trade, culture, and connection for centuries. Among the lakes, each has its own personality and story. Lake Geneva, Lac Léman, is a vast mirror framed by vineyards and snow-capped peaks, its shoreline shared by Switzerland and France. The jet of water in Geneva and the lakeside promenades of Montrose make it a place of elegance and calm. Further north, Lake Zurich stretches like a polished sapphire beside the city that bears its name, a perfect balance of urban energy and alpine stillness. Lake Lucerne, however, may be the most enchanting of them all. Surrounded by steep hills and medieval towns, it's a place of legend, said to be the setting of the story of William Tell. Its irregular shape and misty mornings give it an almost mystical allure, especially when viewed from the summit of Mount Pilatus or Rigi. In the east, Lake Constance, Bodensee, links Switzerland, Germany, and Austria in a shared harmony of sailing, swimming, and sunsets. And to the south, Lake Maggiore and Lake Lugano bring a touch of the Mediterranean to the Alps, palms, lemon trees, and deep blue waters that shimmer under the Italian sun. Rivers like the Aire, which winds through the heart of Bern, and the Reuss, flowing past Lucerne, bring water into everyday life. People swim in them, picnic beside them, and even commute along them, living proof of Switzerland's seamless connection between nature and civilization. In Switzerland, water is more than scenery. It is purity, motion, and reflection, a constant presence that ties the entire country together, from glacier to meadow, city to valley. Caving and underground worlds. Beneath Switzerland's postcard-perfect mountains lies another world, dark, mysterious, and every bit as breathtaking as the peaks above. Carved over millions of years by water and time, these subterranean realms reveal the hidden heart of the Alps, a landscape of dripping stone, echoing chambers, and silent rivers that flow through the bones of the earth. Near Interlaken, the legendary St. Peter's Caves open like a secret door into myth and history. According to legend, a hermit named Beatus once lived here after driving out a dragon that haunted the mountain. Today, you can wander the same passageways he did, following illuminated paths past stalactites, underground waterfalls, and pools that shimmer in torchlight. The air is cool and damp, carrying the faint scent of limestone and mystery. In Valar, the Lac Souterrain de Esti-Leonard, Europe's largest underground lake, stretches silently beneath vineyards and villages. A small wooden boat carries visitors through its still waters, the ceiling so low in places that you can almost touch it. The reflection of candlelight on the water's glassy surface feels almost sacred, a reminder of nature's quiet artistry. Further north, in Holgrotten Caves near Zug, the walls glisten with mineral colors, greens, golds, and soft pinks formed by dripping calcite. These smaller caverns feel intimate and dreamlike, like the Earth's own art gallery. And deep in Val de Travers, the Grotte Auxiliary Fils, Cave of the Fairies, near St. Maurice lives up to its name, with legends of spirits said to dance among its sparkling stones. Switzerland's caves are not vast cathedrals like those found elsewhere in Europe. They are intimate, intricate, and deeply poetic. They remind travelers that beneath the mountains and lakes, there is another Switzerland, one of patience, persistence, and quiet wonder. Culture and tradition. Festivals and celebrations. Switzerland may be known for its quiet order and serene landscapes, but when it celebrates, it does so with heart, color, and a deep sense of tradition. From the sound of cowbells echoing across alpine meadows to the swirl of carnival masks and the glow of lanterns reflected on winter snow, Swiss festivals capture the spirit of a country that honors its past while embracing its joy. Every spring, the Sechselorten in Zurich sets the tone for the changing seasons. A parade of guilds, horses, and marching bands fills the city, all leading to the grand finale, the burning of the Bug, a snowman-shaped effigy packed with fireworks. The faster his head explodes, the better the summer is said to be, a fiery farewell to winter, greeted with laughter and cheers. Down south in Ticino, Italian warmth colors every celebration. During the Ramadan Carnival in Bellinzona, streets overflow with music, masks, and confetti, while costumed revelers dance through medieval alleys. The energy is contagious, blending Swiss precision with Mediterranean exuberance. In Basel, the Basler Fastnacht stands as Switzerland's most famous carnival, a spectacle of light and sound that begins at 4 a.m. sharp, when the city's lights go out and thousands of masked musicians flood the streets playing piccolos and drums. For 3 days, Basel becomes another world, mysterious, musical, and magical. Summer brings music to the mountains. The Montrose Jazz Festival, on the shores of Lake Geneva, is world-renowned, a meeting place for legends and new voices alike. What began as a small jazz gathering in 1967 has grown into a global event, yet it still carries the easy grace of lakeside evenings and the sound of guitars drifting across the water. Then there are the quiet, timeless traditions, the Alpabfahrt, when herders lead their cattle down from the mountain pastures in autumn, decorating them with flowers and bells in a joyful farewell to summer. In Zermatt, Appenzell, and the Bernese Oberland, it's not just a ritual, it's a reminder of the bond between the people, the land, and the seasons. No matter the time of year, Switzerland celebrates in its own way, with harmony, history, and heart. Each festival, whether grand or humble, reflects what makes this country truly unique, a love of beauty, balance, and belonging. Food and drink. To taste Switzerland is to taste its landscape. Mountains, meadows, and lakes all find their way onto the plate. Every meal here feels grounded in place, warm, comforting, and made with care. From the creamy melt of cheese by a crackling fire to the smooth richness of chocolate shared between friends, Swiss food is both simple and sublime. At its heart lies cheese, the country's most famous treasure. The scent of fondue fills alpine chalets in winter, a bubbling pot of Gruyere and Emmental shared with chunks of crusty bread. The ritual is as important as the flavor. Laughter, conversation, and that final scrape of golden cheese at the bottom of the pot. In the mountains, raclette reigns supreme, wheels of cheese melted over open fires, poured over potatoes, and served with pickles and onions. It's food that warms the soul as much as the stomach. Switzerland's cuisine reflects its borders as much as its mountains. In the French-speaking West, rich sauces, wines, and pastries fill the menus. In the Italian South, the air carries the aroma of risotto, polenta, and espresso. Meanwhile, in the German-speaking regions, hearty rusty potatoes, sausages, and rusty-top dishes mirror alpine strength and simplicity. Each region speaks its own culinary language, yet all share a love of quality and craft. And then there's chocolate, the nation's sweetest gift to the world. Swiss chocolatiers perfected the art of smoothness, creating melt-in-your-mouth masterpieces that have become legends. Lindt, Toblerone, Kayla, and countless artisanal makers who still pour passion into every bar. Even the scent of a Swiss chocolate shop feels like an embrace, comforting, nostalgic, and unforgettable. Switzerland's drinks are just as distinctive. Crisp white wines from the Lavaux vineyards, apple ciders from the plateau, and Kirsch cherry brandy from Zug each tell a local story. And when the mountains turn white, nothing soothes quite like a mug of hot chocolate. Thick, velvety, and best enjoyed as snowflakes drift past the window. In Switzerland, food is more than nourishment, it's community. Whether in a mountain hut or a lakeside cafe, every meal reminds you that the Swiss way of life is built on balance, beauty, and a deep respect for what the land provides. Arts and music. Switzerland's art and music are reflections of its landscapes, quiet yet profound, precise yet full of emotion. In a country famed for order and beauty, creativity flows as naturally as its rivers, weaving tradition and modernity into one harmonious melody. Art here has long been shaped by perspective, by the way light hits the mountains, the lakes, and the villages that cling to their slopes. Swiss painters like Ferdinand Hodler captured the grandeur of the Alps in broad, spiritual strokes, while Giovanni Giacometti and his son Alberto explored the human form and its fragility with sculpted grace. In cities like Zurich, Basel, and Geneva, galleries and museums hum quietly with inspiration, from the contemporary edges of the Kunsthaus Zurich to the world-renowned Foundation Bela in Basel, where masterpieces by Monet, Picasso, and Rothko rest in serene spaces that seem to breathe with light. In the mountain villages, art takes humbler, handcrafted forms, wood carvings, intricate paper cuttings from Scherenschnitt traditions, and painted chalets that turn homes into living canvases. Every region tells its own story through its art, from the bright murals of Appenzell to the refined simplicity of Swiss design, admired worldwide for its precision and balance. Music, too, is deeply entwined with Swiss identity. It begins in the mountains, in the echo of the Alp horn, that long, curved instrument once used by herdsmen to communicate across valleys. Its sound still drifts through festivals and summer evenings, timeless and haunting. Traditional folk music thrives in alpine gatherings, where accordions, cowbells, and yodeling weave together in joyful harmony, part ritual, part celebration of life among the peaks. Yet Switzerland's music doesn't stop at tradition. The country's cities pulse with creativity, jazz clubs along the lakefront, orchestras performing in grand concert halls, and festivals that draw artists from every corner of the globe. The Montreux Jazz Festival, founded in 1967, has become one of the world's great stages, where legends like Miles Davis, Nina Simone, and David Bowie once played against the backdrop of Lake Geneva. In Lucerne, the festival orchestra carries on a proud legacy of classical excellence, while Zurich's electronic scene keeps the nights alive with rhythm and innovation. In every valley and city, art and music bring people together, blending languages, cultures, and traditions into a shared song. Like the country itself, Switzerland's creative spirit is measured, harmonious, and quietly extraordinary. Clothing and fashion. Switzerland's style mirrors its soul, practical, refined, and deeply connected to tradition. From hand-embroidered folk costumes to sleek modern tailoring, Swiss fashion carries a quiet confidence that values craftsmanship over excess and timelessness over trend. In the alpine villages, traditional clothing remains a living expression of heritage. During festivals and national holidays, men don woolen breeches, embroidered shirts, and wide-brimmed hats, while women wear elegant dirndls or richly decorated trachten dresses adorned with lace, silver jewelry, and floral motifs. Each canton has its own variation, telling stories of region and identity through color and design. In Appenzell, intricate embroidery decorates blouses and aprons, while in Bernese Oberland, bright red bodices and delicate lace headpieces honor centuries of mountain tradition. These costumes aren't relics, they're reminders of belonging. Passed through generations, they appear proudly at weddings, parades, and fairs, symbols of the enduring bond between the Swiss people and their land. Yet Switzerland is far from old-fashioned. In its cities, fashion takes on a different form, minimalist, precise, and effortlessly chic. Swiss design champions quality and functionality, blending clean lines with subtle luxury. Labels like Acris of St. Gallen and Bally of Schonenwerd are celebrated for craftsmanship that fuses elegance with endurance, much like the Swiss watchmaking tradition itself. Even streetwear here feels thoughtful, a balance between mountain practicality and urban sophistication. The Swiss approach to fashion reflects their way of life, discreet yet detailed, modest yet meaningful. Whether it's a traditional embroidered jacket in the Alps or a tailored coat in Zurich, clothing here is about more than appearance, it's about identity, heritage, and harmony. Language and literature. Switzerland is a nation of many voices, 4 official languages, countless dialects, and a single sense of belonging that binds them all. In this small, landlocked country, words flow like rivers between mountains, carrying stories, history, and identity from one valley to the next. The linguistic map of Switzerland is as fascinating as its geography. In the north and center, the melody of Swiss German fills the air, a patchwork of dialects that shift subtly from one canton to another. In the west, the lyrical tones of French bring warmth and rhythm, while in the south, the musical cadences of Italian fill the piazzas and lakeside promenades of Ticino. In the remote valleys of Graubünden, you'll even hear Romansh, an ancient Romance language descended from Latin and spoken by only a few tens of thousands, a precious echo of Europe's linguistic past. What makes Switzerland unique is not just the coexistence of these languages, but the respect that unites them. Each one is celebrated, protected, and used with pride. Signs, documents, and conversations flow easily between tongues, a living reflection of Switzerland's harmony and diversity. This love of language runs deep in the country's literary traditions. Writers like Johanna Spyri, author of Heidi, captured the spirit of the mountains and the innocence of alpine life, introducing Switzerland's beauty to readers around the world. In contrast, authors such as Friedrich Dürrenmatt and Max Frisch explored human nature, politics, and morality with sharp wit and philosophical depth. Their works gave voice to a modern Switzerland, reflective, questioning, and quietly powerful. Poetry and storytelling remain central to Swiss culture, from Romansh folk tales whispered by firelight to contemporary voices in every language. In every region, words serve the same purpose: to connect people, preserve memory, and celebrate the beauty of expression. Switzerland speaks softly, but it speaks in harmony. Its literature, like its landscape, reveals both unity and variety, a country where every word carries the weight of history and the warmth of belonging. Religion and spiritual life. In Switzerland, faith is woven quietly into the rhythm of daily life, not loud or ostentatious, but steady and enduring, like the toll of a church bell echoing through a mountain valley. Here, spirituality feels less like doctrine and more like connection, to community, to nature, and to something greater that dwells in the stillness of the Alps. The country's religious landscape is as diverse as its languages. For centuries, Switzerland has stood at the crossroads of Catholic and Protestant Europe, its cantons divided not by hostility, but by heritage. The Reformation left deep roots here. Zurich was the home of reformer Huldrych Zwingli, and Geneva became the spiritual stronghold of John Calvin, whose influence spread far beyond the Swiss borders. These movements shaped not only faith but also Swiss identity, fostering independence, education, and civic duty. Today, Switzerland remains a place of peaceful pluralism. Catholic spires rise beside Protestant steeples, and the call of Sunday bells can be heard from every valley to the lake shores. In cities, mosques, synagogues, and temples stand quietly alongside churches, symbols of the country's openness and respect for belief in all its forms. Spirituality in Switzerland also lives in its landscape. Many speak of feeling closest to the divine not within walls, but among peaks and pastures, where the air is pure, the silence deep, and the mountains eternal. Alpine chapels, perched high on ridges or nestled beside lakes, seem to merge faith and nature into one, humble sanctuaries where prayer feels as natural as the wind. Throughout the year, faith takes gentle form in tradition. Christmas markets glowing beneath snow, Easter processions through medieval streets, and village festivals that blend religion, community, and joy. Whether in candlelight, song, or simple reflection, Switzerland's spiritual life is one of balance, a quiet harmony between heaven and earth. Customs and etiquette. Switzerland's customs reflect the quiet grace of its people, a culture built on respect, precision, and consideration. Here, politeness is not just good manners, it's a way of life. Every greeting, every gesture, every detail carries a sense of order and care that mirrors the country's mountains, calm, steady, and timeless. The Swiss value punctuality above all. Trains arrive on time, meetings begin as scheduled, and being late, even by a few minutes, is considered impolite. This precision isn't coldness, it's respect. Time, like nature, is treated with care. Greetings vary with the region. A firm handshake and eye contact are customary in German-speaking areas, while in French-speaking regions, friends may exchange 3 light kisses on the cheek. In Ticino, a warm smile and relaxed tone carry the easy charm of the Italian South. Regardless of the region, sincerity is key. The Swiss appreciate authenticity over formality. Conversation tends to be measured and thoughtful. People speak softly, listen attentively, and avoid interrupting. Discussions about politics, money, or religion are best left for close friends, as privacy is deeply respected. Instead, topics like travel, food, or the beauty of the landscape make for pleasant conversation. After all, there's always a mountain view worth mentioning. Cleanliness and order are quiet cornerstones of Swiss life. Streets are spotless, recycling is taken seriously, and even rural villages maintain a postcard-perfect appearance. This sense of responsibility extends to behavior, from keeping noise levels low to greeting neighbors with a friendly grüezi or bonjour. When invited into a Swiss home, it's customary to bring a small gift, flowers, chocolate, or wine. Shoes are usually removed at the door, and gratitude is shown with genuine words rather than grand gestures. In public, courtesy rules. Doors are held open, queues are respected, and personal space is sacred. Beneath these customs lies the Swiss ideal, balance. A society that values both individuality and harmony, efficiency and empathy. It's not about perfection, but about living considerately, allowing everyone and everything to exist in peaceful rhythm. Sports and leisure. In Switzerland, sport isn't just a pastime, it's a way of connecting with the land. With every mountain peak, glacier, and lake offering a new invitation, the Swiss have turned their spectacular landscape into a natural playground where leisure and nature intertwine in perfect balance. The Alps are the beating heart of Swiss sport. When winter arrives, they transform into one of the world's most iconic destinations for skiing and snowboarding. Resorts like Zermatt, St. Moritz, and Verbia offer endless slopes framed by breathtaking scenery. For the Swiss, skiing is more than a sport, it's a cherished ritual, passed from generation to generation, as natural as walking. Children learn to ski almost as soon as they can stand, and families gather on the slopes like others might around a fireplace. As the snow melts, the same mountains open their trails to hikers, climbers, and mountain bikers. Summer in Switzerland hums with outdoor life, picnics by turquoise lakes, paragliding above green valleys, and quiet canoe rides on Lake Lucerne or Lake Geneva. Every turn in the trail offers a postcard view, and every season brings a new way to explore. But sport in Switzerland isn't only about adrenaline. It's also about tradition and community. The ancient sport of Schwingen, Swiss wrestling, remains a proud national pastime, where competitors in leather breeches grapple on sawdust rings during country festivals. The atmosphere is festive and fiercely local, blending competition with celebration. In villages and towns, leisure takes on gentler forms, cycling through vineyards, curling in winter rinks, or playing a relaxed game of pétanque in the evening sun. The Swiss also have a deep love for precision sports, fittingly for a nation of detail and craftsmanship. Shooting, ski jumping, and curling are all held in high regard, while football and ice hockey ignite passionate fandom in every canton. Leisure, for the Swiss, is never rushed. Whether skiing down a glacier or sipping coffee by a lakeside promenade, the joy lies in the balance between motion and stillness, solitude and society. In the rhythm of sport, as in the rhythm of life, Switzerland finds harmony. Architecture through the ages. Switzerland's architecture tells a story as layered and enduring as its mountains, a tale of stone, timber, and ingenuity shaped by centuries of craft, climate, and culture. From medieval fortresses to glass-fronted modern masterpieces, each structure reflects the country's ability to blend heritage with harmony, beauty with precision. In the earliest chapters of Swiss history, architecture was born from necessity. Stone castles and fortified towers guarded trade routes through the Alps, their thick walls a defense against both enemies and the elements. The Chillon Castle, standing proudly on the shores of Lake Geneva, remains one of the most iconic examples. Its turrets mirrored in still waters, its halls whispering of knights, poets, and prisoners long gone. As Switzerland's cantons grew in strength and independence, architecture began to take on a distinctly regional character. In the Alpine valleys, chalet-style homes emerged, wooden structures with wide eaves, carved balconies, and steep roofs built to withstand heavy snow. These chalets, with their intricate timberwork and flower-filled windows, became enduring symbols of Swiss warmth and craftsmanship. The towns and cities, meanwhile, flourished with medieval charm. Cobbled streets and gabled houses line the old town of Bern, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, while Lucerne and Zurich preserve elegant guildhalls and frescoed facades that speak of trade, artistry, and civic pride. Then came the modern age, and with it, a new chapter in Swiss design. The country became a cradle of modernism, home to visionaries like Le Corbusier, whose minimalist, functional architecture revolutionized 20th century design. His Villa Le Lac on Lake Geneva stands as a testament to simplicity, light, and the beauty of clean form. Today, Switzerland continues this legacy with eco-conscious, precision-built structures that fuse innovation and sustainability, architecture that, like Swiss watches, marries engineering with elegance. Even as cities evolve, the balance remains. Medieval spires rise beside glass skyscrapers, rustic chalets share valleys with sleek mountain lodges. In Switzerland, architecture is not about contrast but coexistence, a seamless dialogue between the past and the future, the natural and the man-made, handicrafts and traditions. In a world of speed and modernity, Switzerland remains a land where craftsmanship is cherished, where the value of something made by hand is still understood, and where tradition lives on through the quiet rhythm of creation. From carved wood and delicate lace to cowbells and watches, Swiss handicrafts are born of patience, precision, and pride. High in the Alpine valleys, generations of artisans have turned raw nature into art. In Appenzell and Engelberg, woodcarvers craft intricate figures, alpine scenes, and ornate boxes, each piece a small masterpiece of detail. The tradition began centuries ago, when long winters kept families indoors and craftsmanship became both necessity and expression. Even today, visitors can step into workshops where chisels echo softly and the scent of pine fills the air. In the Bernese Oberland and Obwalden, the art of cowbell forging endures, heavy bronze bells that hang proudly around the necks of cattle during the Alpabfahrt, when herds return from the summer pastures. Each bell is unique, often engraved with the farmer's name or a blessing for good fortune. Their deep, resonant sound is more than music, it's memory, carrying across the valleys like an echo of tradition. Another beloved art form is Scherenschnitt, the Swiss craft of paper cutting. Using only scissors and a steady hand, artists cut intricate silhouettes depicting rural life, farmers, dancers, mountains, and cows, captured in black and white perfection. Originating in the 18th century, this art still thrives today, blending folklore with meticulous skill. Textile arts also run deep in Swiss culture. The town of St. Gallen is world famous for its exquisite embroidery, once sought after by royalty and designers alike. From hand-woven lace to fine linen, Swiss textiles carry the same precision that defines the nation's reputation for quality. Each craft, whether humble or luxurious, reflects Switzerland's deeper values, care, patience, and respect for materials and time. These traditions are not static relics, they evolve with each generation, preserving the beauty of the past while finding new life in the present. History. Ancient origins. Long before Switzerland became a nation of order and peace, it was a land of wild mountains, deep forests, and scattered tribes. The story of its beginnings is written not in books, but in stone, in alpine passes once walked by warriors and traders, and in valleys where early settlers carved out a life against the raw elements of nature. The earliest known inhabitants arrived thousands of years ago, long before borders or cantons existed. Neolithic farmers built stilt houses along the lake shores. Their remains still lie preserved beneath Lake Zurich and Lake Neuchâtel. These lake dwellers lived in harmony with their surroundings, fishing, farming, and crafting tools from stone and bone. Their villages formed the first heartbeat of Swiss civilization. By the Iron Age, the land was home to the Helvetii, a Celtic tribe who gave Switzerland its ancient name, Helvetia, still proudly engraved on coins and statues today. Their culture thrived in the rolling plains and foothills, marked by ritual, craftsmanship, and a deep respect for the natural world. But change came with the march of the Romans. Around 15 BC, they crossed the Alps and brought new roads, cities, and systems of governance. Towns like Avenches, then Aventicum, and Augusta Raurica near Basel became thriving centers of Roman life. Stone amphitheaters, mosaics, and temples still whisper of this era, traces of empire etched into Swiss soil. When Rome fell, Switzerland entered a time of shifting tribes and rising faiths. The Alemanni and Burgundians settled the land, bringing their languages, customs, and the seeds of the future Swiss identity. In the monasteries that followed, in places like St. Gall, founded in the 7th century, monks preserved knowledge, built communities, and laid the intellectual foundations for the centuries to come. These ancient beginnings, scattered yet enduring, form the quiet roots of Switzerland's story. Long before neutrality, precision, or prosperity, this land was a meeting place of peoples, cultures, and faiths, shaped by mountains, connected by rivers, and guided by time itself. Kingdoms and empires. Switzerland's story through the ages is not one of conquest, but of survival, of small mountain communities weathering the rise and fall of empires all around them. The Alps became both shield and sanctuary, protecting a people who valued independence over ambition and peace over power. After the fall of Rome, the Swiss lands were divided among new rulers. To the west, the Burgundians established a kingdom of Christian faith and early feudal order. To the north and east, the Alemanni, a Germanic people, built small farming settlements in fertile valleys. Their languages and traditions blended with the old Celtic roots, giving birth to the cultural mosaic that still defines Switzerland today. By the 6th century, both kingdoms had been absorbed into the mighty Frankish Empire under Charlemagne. From his capital at Aachen, Charlemagne ruled vast swathes of Europe, including what would become Switzerland. Monasteries flourished during this time, most notably the Abbey of St. Gall, which became a beacon of learning and art. Its library, still standing today, holds some of the world's oldest manuscripts, a testament to the light of knowledge kept alive in the Dark Ages. As the Middle Ages advanced, Switzerland fell under the influence of the Holy Roman Empire, whose emperors claimed dominion but whose grasp on the high valleys remained loose. In these remote regions, local communities began to govern themselves, small alliances born from necessity rather than conquest. The rugged terrain acted as both fortress and freedom, protecting these early confederations from the reach of distant kings. The powerful House of Habsburg, rising from neighboring Austria, sought to extend its rule over the Swiss lands in the 13th century. But their ambition was met with resistance. In 1291, three Alpine communities, Ui, Schwyz, and Unterwalden, swore an oath of mutual defense, marking the birth of the Swiss Confederation. It was not an empire, but an agreement between equals, a quiet yet revolutionary idea that would endure through centuries of change. While Europe's empires rose and fell, from the Carolingians to the Habsburgs and beyond, Switzerland endured, shaped not by conquest but by cooperation. It remained a land where the mountain valleys kept their voices, their customs, and their freedom. Colonial and foreign influence. Unlike many of its European neighbors, Switzerland never built a colonial empire. Its mountains, not oceans, defined its horizons. Yet, even without territories abroad, the country has long stood at the crossroads of cultures, ideas, and influences. Its history is shaped not by domination, but by dialogue, a meeting point where Europe's great powers converged and, at times, collided. During the Age of Empires, while France, Britain, and Spain expanded overseas, Switzerland focused inward, cultivating neutrality, trade, and craftsmanship. But that does not mean it stood apart from the world. Swiss soldiers, renowned for their discipline and courage, served as mercenaries across Europe. From the 15th century onwards, they fought in foreign armies, most famously as the Swiss Guard, who still protect the Pope in Vatican City today. Culturally, Switzerland absorbed the influence of its neighbors rather than imposing its own. The French-speaking cantons embraced refinement and diplomacy, mirroring their Western neighbors' elegance. The Italian South, with its sunlit piazzas and Mediterranean rhythm, brought warmth and creativity. Meanwhile, the German-speaking regions drew strength from northern precision and industriousness. Instead of being divided by these differences, Switzerland wove them into a single national fabric, a peaceful coexistence that became its quiet triumph. In the centuries that followed, Switzerland's neutrality made it a haven during Europe's storms. When revolutions and wars tore the continent apart, refugees, thinkers, and artists found sanctuary within its borders. Figures like Lenin, Hugo, and Joyce all passed through Swiss cities, leaving traces of their thoughts in cafes and alleyways. The country's role as a neutral meeting ground grew, eventually shaping its modern identity as a global center for diplomacy, peace, and humanitarianism. Though it never claimed colonies, Switzerland's connection to the wider world deepened through its industries, banking, watchmaking, and pharmaceuticals, which reached across continents in trade and innovation. Today, its global influence lies not in conquest, but in cooperation. Switzerland may not have ruled empires, but it mastered something rarer, the art of being open to the world while remaining true to itself. Struggles and revolutions. Though Switzerland is now synonymous with peace and neutrality, its road to stability was shaped by struggle, a long, determined climb through conflict, reform, and renewal. The tranquil meadows and tidy cities of today rest on centuries of resilience, forged by people who refused to bow to oppression or chaos. The story begins in the Middle Ages, when small mountain communities united against foreign domination. The legendary Battle of Morgarten in 1315 saw Swiss farmers defeat the mighty Habsburg army on narrow mountain passes, marking the dawn of a fierce independence that would define the Swiss spirit. Over the next century, victories at Sempach and Neifel strengthened their confederation and proved that courage and cooperation could triumph over power and hierarchy. Yet unity did not come easily. The Reformation of the 16th century brought both enlightenment and division. While Zurich and Geneva became centers of Protestant reform under Zwingli and Calvin, Catholic cantons held firmly to their traditions. Religious wars followed, fracturing alliances and forcing the Confederation to redefine what unity truly meant. Out of those conflicts came tolerance, hard-won and lasting, a commitment to coexist despite difference. The late 18th century brought the turbulence of revolution from abroad. When Napoleon's armies swept across Europe, Switzerland was invaded and transformed into the Helvetic Republic, a short-lived experiment in centralized government. The Swiss resisted foreign control, and by 1815, the Congress of Vienna restored their independence, formally recognizing their permanent neutrality, a principle that has guided the nation ever since. Even in the 19th century, internal tensions simmered. The brief Sonderbund War of 1847, a civil conflict between Catholic and Protestant cantons, was fought to decide the future of the Confederation. Remarkably, it lasted less than a month and resulted in only a few hundred casualties. From it emerged a stronger, united nation and the Swiss Federal Constitution of 1848, laying the foundations for modern democracy. Switzerland's revolutions were never about conquest, they were about balance. The Swiss fought not to rule others, but to rule themselves. In doing so, they forged a nation that values unity over uniformity, peace over pride, and cooperation over control. Modern nationhood. By the mid-19th century, Switzerland stood at a crossroads, a land shaped by centuries of struggle, faith, and fierce independence, now ready to become something greater. From its confederation of mountain cantons emerged a modern nation built not on conquest or kingship, but on cooperation, compromise, and courage. The turning point came in 1848, when, after the brief Sonderbund War, Swiss leaders drafted a new federal constitution, a document that transformed a loose alliance of states into a united federation. It was a bold vision, one that balanced national unity with local autonomy, giving each canton the freedom to preserve its culture, language, and traditions while working together as one nation. This federal model, both pragmatic and visionary, became the cornerstone of modern Swiss democracy. Over the following decades, Switzerland evolved rapidly. Railways connected mountain towns to cities, trade flourished, and industries like watchmaking, textiles, and chocolate gained international fame. Neutrality, once a necessity of geography, became a defining principle of policy, allowing Switzerland to stand apart from the conflicts that scarred its neighbors. In the 20th century, that neutrality was tested but never broken. Both world wars raged on its borders, yet Switzerland remained unoccupied, offering refuge to those fleeing tyranny. Its mountains became symbols of protection, its Red Cross emblem a sign of hope. After 1945, Switzerland emerged as a hub for peace and diplomacy, home to countless international organizations and a trusted mediator in global affairs. Socially and politically, the nation continued to modernize while preserving its unique balance of tradition and progress. Women gained the right to vote in 1971, and in 2002, Switzerland joined the United Nations, reaffirming its place on the world stage, not as a power, but as a partner. Today, Switzerland stands as a model of stability in an uncertain world. Its democracy is direct, its government efficient, and its people proud yet humble. From mountain villages to cosmopolitan cities, a quiet unity binds its 4 languages, countless traditions, and shared belief in fairness, freedom, and community. Today's identity. Modern Switzerland is a portrait of balance, a nation where tradition and innovation live side by side, where 4 languages harmonize within one small, mountain-framed land, and where progress unfolds with quiet precision. To the outside world, Switzerland may seem reserved, even still, but beneath that calm exterior lies a deeply dynamic spirit, one that continues to evolve while honoring its roots. At its heart, Switzerland's identity is built on diversity. The country is divided into 26 cantons and 4 official languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh, yet unity thrives in this complexity. A sense of shared respect bridges the regions: Zurich's efficient pace, Geneva's cosmopolitan charm, Ticino's Mediterranean warmth, and Graubünden's alpine traditions all coexist under one red flag adorned with a white cross. Neutrality remains central to the nation's character, not as isolation, but as an expression of peace. Switzerland stands as a trusted mediator on the world stage, hosting organizations like the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the Red Cross. Its diplomacy is quiet but effective, proof that strength can be found in steadiness, and influence in impartiality. At home, Swiss life moves in rhythm with nature. Sustainability, craftsmanship, and community guide the modern ethos. Whether it's solar-powered chalets in the Alps or meticulously maintained public transport systems, efficiency and respect for the environment are woven into everyday life. The Swiss take pride in their clean cities, pristine lakes, and timeless landscapes, a reflection of their enduring bond with the land. Yet Switzerland is no museum of the past. Its cities pulse with creativity, from cutting-edge design in Zurich to art fairs in Basel and culinary innovation in Lausanne. The blending of global ideas with local identity gives Switzerland a modern edge without losing authenticity. It's a country where digital startups thrive beside medieval towers, and where progress always feels purposeful, never rushed. Today Switzerland stands as a beacon of balance, between language and culture, progress and preservation, individuality and unity. Its people carry forward an identity rooted in trust, neutrality, and excellence, proving that greatness can be quiet, and peace can be powerful. Travel highlights. Top cities, towns, and villages. Switzerland may be small, but every city, town, and village tells a story of mountains and lakes, history and innovation, peace and prosperity. From the cosmopolitan streets of Geneva to the tranquil valleys of Lauterbrunnen, each destination offers its own rhythm, its own reflection of Swiss life. Zurich, the largest city, is a masterpiece of balance, where financial power meets creative flair. Set along the shimmering Lake Zurich, it's a place where art galleries, luxury boutiques, and serene riverside cafes coexist in harmony. Behind its business-like exterior lies a thriving cultural soul, with vibrant nightlife, innovative design, and a deep appreciation for quality living. To the west lies Geneva, a city defined by diplomacy and diversity. The Jet d'Eau bursts skyward from the lake's surface, symbolizing Geneva's vitality, while the city's international quarter, home to the United Nations and Red Cross, represents its enduring role as a global peacekeeper. Yet Geneva is also intimate. Cobbled streets, boutique cocktailtiers, and elegant lakeside walks reveal its gentler side. In the heart of the country stands Bern, the Swiss capital, understated, historic, and deeply charming. Its medieval old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, winds between sandstone arcades and clock towers. The Zittglocke, Bern's famous astronomical clock, still keeps perfect time, much like the nation itself. Lucerne captures the essence of Swiss beauty. Framed by the Alps and resting beside a glacial lake, it's a postcard come to life. The Chapel Bridge and Water Tower tell tales of medieval merchants, while nearby Mount Pilatus and Rigi invite travelers to climb, wander, and breathe the mountain air. Further south, in the sunlit canton of Ticino, Italian warmth meets Swiss order. The towns of Lugano and Locarno radiate Mediterranean charm, palm trees, piazzas, and pastel facades blending with alpine peaks. The region feels like a bridge between two worlds, where the pace slows and every espresso comes with a view. In the high valleys, Switzerland's villages preserve the heart of its heritage. Zermatt, at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn, is a haven for mountaineers and dreamers alike. Greindl and Lauterbrunnen offer fairytale landscapes of waterfalls and wildflower meadows, while Appenzell enchants with its painted wooden houses and folk traditions that seem untouched by time. Together, these places form the mosaic of modern Switzerland, cosmopolitan yet grounded, forward-thinking yet timeless. Every destination is a chapter in the same story, a land of precision, peace, and pure natural beauty. Historic and cultural landmarks. Switzerland's landscape is dotted with landmarks that tell the story of its soul, from ancient fortresses that guarded the mountain passes to graceful churches, bridges, and halls that nurtured art, faith, and freedom. Every stone, tower, and archway reflects a chapter in the Swiss journey, one of resilience, craftsmanship, and quiet pride. Among the most striking is Chillon Castle, poised on the edge of Lake Geneva. With its turrets reflected in still waters and its dungeons carved into rock, Chillon is both fortress and fairytale. Once home to the Counts of Savoy, it later inspired poets like Lord Byron, who etched his name into its cold stone walls after writing The Prisoner of Chillon. In Bern, the Zittglocke, a medieval astronomical clock tower, has ticked for centuries, marking time with mechanical figures that dance and chime. It is a symbol not just of Swiss precision, but of continuity, a reminder that even the smallest gears can move a great story forward. The old town of Lucerne, with its chapel bridge and water tower, stands as one of Europe's most picturesque corners. The bridge, first built in the 14th century, stretches across the River Reuss, its interior lined with colorful paintings depicting Swiss history. It has survived fires, floods, and centuries of change, remaining as steadfast as the mountains around it. In Bellinzona, the trio of medieval castles, Castelgrande, Montebello, and Sasso Corbaro, form a UNESCO World Heritage Site, their ramparts rising dramatically above the Ticino Valley. These fortresses once guarded the alpine routes between northern and southern Europe, serving as both border and bridge between cultures. No landmark, however, defines Switzerland's unity more than the Federal Palace in Bern. Its domed roof and elegant facade represent the democratic heart of the nation, a symbol of cooperation among cantons, languages, and people. Nearby, in smaller towns and villages, wooden chalets, Baroque churches, and stone watchtowers tell quieter stories of family, faith, and craftsmanship passed through generations. Every landmark in Switzerland, whether carved from stone or built from timber, reflects the same truth. Beauty endures when it is built with purpose, patience, and pride. Beaches and coastline. Though landlocked and surrounded by towering peaks, Switzerland still finds a way to offer the tranquility of the coast. Here, the beaches are not lined with waves and salt air, but with crystal-clear lakes cradled by mountains, serene shores where still waters reflect sky and stone like a mirror. In true Swiss fashion, even without a sea, the country has mastered the art of waterfront beauty. In Lake Geneva, the largest lake in Western Europe, the shores shimmer with elegance. Along the promenade of Montrose, palms sway in the alpine breeze while music drifts from open-air cafes. The water glows turquoise under the afternoon sun, framed by snow-capped peaks, a setting so perfect it feels like a dream. At Lausanne and Vevey, swimmers dip into the calm lake, sailboats glide by, and vineyards ripple across the hills behind. Further east lies Lake Zurich, beloved by locals for its peaceful swimming areas and lively summer scene. The Strandbad Mythinkay offers sandy stretches and mountain views, while the Seabad Enge lets visitors float in the city's heart, the skyline reflecting on the water like a painting. Lake Lucerne may be the most enchanting of all. Surrounded by steep alpine cliffs and forested hills, its hidden coves and sunlit decks feel like secret escapes. The water's deep blue hues shift with every passing cloud, and ferries glide between towns like slow-moving poems. To the south, Lake Maggiore and Lake Lugano bring a Mediterranean soul to Switzerland. Here in Ticino, Italian warmth softens the mountain air. Palm trees line the promenades, and lakeside towns like Ascona and Lugano shimmer with sunlight, their pebbled beaches lapped by gentle waves. It's a taste of the sea, without ever leaving the Alps. Even without an ocean, Switzerland captures the spirit of coastal living: peace, clarity, and timeless beauty reflected in the water. Its lakes are inland seas, where you can swim, sail, or simply sit and watch the light change. Hidden gems. Beyond the polished cities and famous resorts, Switzerland holds secrets, quiet corners where time slows, crowds thin, and beauty feels personal. These are the places where you stumble upon stillness, where a bell tower echoes through a misty valley, or where a mountain lake lies hidden like a sapphire among the peaks. Switzerland's hidden gems are not found on postcards, but in moments of discovery. In the remote canton of Graubünden, the village of Gotthard perches on a sunlit slope above the Engadin Valley. Its cobbled lanes and painted houses seem frozen in time, each facade decorated with intricate sgraffito patterns. Here, life moves at the pace of the seasons, and silence feels sacred. Nearby, the Val's thermal baths, designed by architect Peter Zumthor, blend stone, light, and water into one of the world's most serene spa experiences, a masterpiece of minimalism set deep in the mountains. Further west, in Lauterbrunnen Valley, beauty hides in plain sight. Waterfalls plunge from cliffs so high they vanish into mist before touching ground. The valley inspired Tolkien's Rivendell, and when you walk beneath its 72 waterfalls, you understand why. For those seeking untouched alpine charm, Appenzell remains one of Switzerland's purest cultural landscapes. Wooden chalets, hand-painted signs, and rolling meadows create a sense of pastoral perfection. Locals still wear traditional dress during festivals, and the melodies of yodeling and cowbells fill the air with the sound of centuries past. In Ticino, far from the bustling lakes, the Vesasca Valley hides emerald waters that flow through smooth stone gorges. The tiny stone village of Carippo, clinging to the mountainside, feels almost forgotten, yet its simplicity holds the heart of old Switzerland. Here, chestnut trees shade ancient paths, and evenings end with the scent of wood smoke and laughter. Even in well-trodden Switzerland, there is always another path, another hidden lake, another quiet bench with a view no one else has claimed. The country's greatest secret is that its magic never ends, it simply hides in plain sight, waiting to be found by those who look a little closer. Adventure and activities. Switzerland is a playground for the spirit, a place where adventure feels effortless, and every mountain, lake, and forest invites exploration. Whether it's carving through fresh snow at sunrise, gliding silently over alpine valleys, or hiking ancient paths that lead to hidden glacier, this is a country built for those who crave movement, discovery, and awe. For many, adventure begins in winter. The Swiss Alps are legendary, not just for their beauty, but for the precision and care that define every slope. In Zermatt, skiers carve beneath the shadow of the Matterhorn, that perfect pyramid of ice and rock. In Verbier and St. Moritz, snow sports become a blend of luxury and adrenaline, while Greindl and Andermatt offer charm and challenge in equal measure. Off the slopes, snowshoeing, sledding, and ice climbing let even the quietest travelers feel the thrill of the mountains. As the snow melts, Switzerland transforms into a hiker's dream. Over 65,000 kilometers of marked trails crisscross the country, from gentle lakeside walks to epic climbs along the Aga Trail or Haute Route. Each step offers new panoramas, waterfalls tumbling into meadows, wooden bridges over emerald rivers, and wildflowers painting the valleys in color. For those seeking a different kind of rush, Switzerland's landscapes lend themselves to every imaginable pursuit. You can paraglide over Interlaken, bungee jump from the Vesaska Dam, kayak through the calm waters of Lake Brienz, or cycle along vineyard trails in Lavaux with the scent of grapes in the air. Even underground, adventure thrives. The Holgrotten Caves and Glacier Palace invite explorers into shimmering worlds of ice and stone. Yet adventure here isn't always about speed or height. It can be found in the simple act of wandering, of breathing crisp mountain air, tasting melted cheese by a wooden hut, or listening to the bells of distant cows echo across the hills. Switzerland's magic lies in how effortlessly it brings together the thrill of nature and the peace of solitude. Cultural experiences. Switzerland's culture is as rich and varied as its landscape, a graceful blend of languages, traditions, and timeless artistry. To experience it is to walk between worlds, from the precision of the German-speaking north to the romance of the French west, the rhythm of the Italian south, and the ancient echoes of Romanche in the mountains. Each region tells its own story, yet together they create the harmony that defines Swiss identity. Start in Bern or Zurich, where culture flourishes in quiet sophistication. Museums, theaters, and music festivals bring both classical and contemporary life to the forefront. The Lucerne Festival celebrates world-class orchestras each summer, filling the lakeside with music that seems to float between mountain peaks. In Basel, the Art Basel Fair transforms the city into a global stage for creativity, a gathering of visionaries from every corner of the world. In the countryside, culture takes a different shape. In Appenzell, villagers gather in traditional dress for open-air assemblies, voting by a show of hands, a living expression of Swiss democracy. The sound of Alp horns echoes across meadows, and farmers' markets overflow with local cheeses, breads, and handmade crafts. These rural traditions aren't performances, they're the heartbeat of daily life. For a taste of the romantic South, head to Ticino, where the blend of Swiss organization and Italian passion creates a lifestyle of slow afternoons and lively festivals. The Locarno Film Festival, held under the open sky, captures the region's spirit, refined yet relaxed, modern yet timeless. Switzerland's deep respect for craftsmanship is another cornerstone of its culture. Watchmakers in Geneva, embroiderers in St. Gallen, and cockletiers across the country continue centuries-old traditions with unmatched skill. Every creation, from a handmade watch to a carved wooden toy, reflects a culture that values excellence born of patience. And then there's the simple cultural magic, sipping hot chocolate in a mountain cafe, joining locals at a yodeling festival, or sharing fondue as snow falls outside. In Switzerland, culture isn't just something you visit, it's something you live. Bucket list highlights. Switzerland is the kind of place that doesn't just offer sights, it offers experiences that stay with you forever. From mountain summits and scenic train rides to ancient towns and mirror-clear lakes, every journey feels like a moment pulled from a dream. For those seeking unforgettable adventures and soul-stirring beauty, Switzerland's bucket list is nothing short of magical. Begin high, on the Matterhorn, that iconic pyramid of stone and snow rising above Zermatt. Even seeing it from afar feels surreal, but taking the Gornergrat Railway to its panoramic viewing point brings you face to face with one of the most perfect mountains on Earth. As the sun sets and the peak glows gold against the sky, it's a moment that defines Switzerland itself, calm, majestic, eternal. Next, ride the legendary Glacier Express, a slow, luxurious journey linking Zermatt and St. Moritz through valleys, viaducts, and tunnels carved deep into the Alps. For 8 hours, the world outside your window looks like a moving painting. Mountains, meadows, and storybook villages unfolding one after another. In Lucerne, stroll across the chapel bridge, its roof lined with centuries-old paintings, before boarding a steamboat to cross Lake Lucerne as church bells echo from distant hills. Then take the cogwheel train up Mount Pilatus or Rigi, where panoramic views stretch across half the country, a sight that feels both humbling and infinite. For a taste of timeless elegance, visit Montrose, where palm trees line the promenade beside Lake Geneva and the Chillon Castle rises from the water like a storybook dream. Each summer, the Montrose Jazz Festival transforms this lakeside haven into a celebration of music and soul. To the east, explore the Bernina Express, one of the most scenic rail journeys in the world, climbing over glacial landscapes to cross into Italy, a route where the Alps unfold in cinematic splendor. For moments of peace, wander through Engadin Valley, where 72 waterfalls cascade into green pastures and the sound of cowbells mingles with rushing water. Or hike above Grindel to the first cliff walk, where glass walkways and vast views remind you how small and alive you truly are. And finally, embrace the serenity of Lake Lugano or Lake Maggiore, where Italian warmth meets Swiss order. Sip espresso by the water, watch the light change on the mountains, and let the pace of life slow to perfection. Switzerland's greatest gift is not its scenery, but how it makes you feel, present, peaceful, and endlessly inspired. Quick facts, bucket list highlights. Top experiences: Matterhorn, Zermatt, Glacier Express, Chapel Bridge, Lucerne, Bernina Express, Lauterbrunnen Valley. Iconic mountains: Pilatus, Rigi, Eger, Jungfrau, Matterhorn. Cultural highlights: Montrose Jazz Festival, Chillon Castle, Bern Old Town. Lakeside escapes: Lake Geneva, Lake Lucerne, Lake Lugano. Essence: once-in-a-lifetime beauty, adventure and peace intertwined among the Alps. Museums and galleries. Switzerland's museums and galleries are reflections of its soul, quiet, elegant, and meticulously curated. They tell stories not only of art and history, but of precision, creativity, and curiosity, the same qualities that define the Swiss themselves. Whether housed in medieval towers, modern glass pavilions, or lakeside villas, each collection offers a window into the nation's mind and heart. In Zurich, the Kunsthaus Zurich holds one of Europe's finest art collections, spanning from old masters to modern icons. Works by Monet, Munch, and Van Gogh share walls with pioneering Swiss artists like Alberto Giacometti, whose slender bronze figures seem to carry both strength and fragility. Nearby, the Swiss National Museum, a fairy-tale castle at the edge of the city, traces the nation's cultural journey from medieval armor to contemporary design. Basel, often called Switzerland's cultural capital, is home to an astonishing concentration of museums. The Kunstmuseum Basel, founded in the 17th century, is the oldest public art collection in the world, while the Fondation Bela, set amid serene gardens, blends modern architecture with masterpieces by Picasso, Rothko, and Monet. Each June, Art Basel transforms the city into the heartbeat of the international art world, where collectors, curators, and dreamers gather beneath soaring galleries of light. In Geneva, the Patek Philippe Museum celebrates centuries of watchmaking artistry, a tribute to Switzerland's enduring devotion to craftsmanship and time itself. The Musée d'Art d'Histoire, meanwhile, bridges archaeology, fine art, and applied design in one elegant sweep of human creativity. Further north, Bern's Zentrum Paul Klee, designed by architect Renzo Piano, resembles rolling waves in steel and glass, a tribute to the playful genius of the Swiss painter. In Lucerne, the Rosengart collection offers intimate insight into the friendships between Picasso, Klee, and their patrons, showcasing the deeply personal side of artistic history. Smaller towns, too, hold treasures. In alpine villages, local museums preserve folk costumes, wood carvings, and tales of mountain life. Each is a reminder that Switzerland's cultural wealth isn't limited to galleries, it's alive in the valleys, crafted by hand, and passed through generations. UNESCO Heritage Sites. Switzerland may be small in size, but its contribution to the world's cultural and natural heritage is vast. Its UNESCO World Heritage Sites reflect the nation's deep respect for history, innovation, and the natural world, from ancient abbeys and terraced vineyards to icebound peaks and modern marvels. Each site tells a story of human harmony with nature, precision in design, and endurance through time. Start in Bern, where the old town stands as a masterpiece of medieval urban planning. Built along a bend in the Aire River, its arcaded streets, clock towers, and sandstone facades have remained almost unchanged for centuries. Walking through its cobbled lanes feels like stepping into the living heart of Swiss history. Orderly, graceful, and quietly grand. Further south, in Bellinzona, the trio of medieval castles, Castelgrande, Montebello, and Sasso Corbaro, rise above the Ticino Valley like sentinels of stone. Once key fortresses guarding the trade routes between Italy and northern Europe, they now overlook a landscape where cultures meet and mingle. On the sunlit slopes of Lake Geneva, the Lavaux vineyard terraces stretch for nearly 30 kilometers, a patchwork of vines first cultivated by monks in the 11th century. The view of terraced vineyards descending into the blue of the lake is one of the most serene in Europe, proof that human craftsmanship and natural beauty can exist in perfect harmony. In the east, the Abbey of St. Gall stands as a monument to faith and knowledge. Founded in the 8th century, its Baroque library is a treasure of wisdom, filled with thousands of manuscripts, some over 1,000 years old. The air within feels sacred, not just for religion, but for learning itself. Switzerland's natural wonders are equally celebrated. The Swiss Alps Jungfraujoch region, dominated by glacier and jagged peaks, is a breathtaking reminder of nature's majesty. Its eternal ice fields, some dating back millennia, form the shimmering heart of the Alps. And then there's the Rhetian Railway in the Albula and Bernina landscapes, a marvel of engineering that winds across viaducts and tunnels through impossible mountain terrain. It's not just a railway, but a celebration of Swiss ingenuity, linking remote valleys with elegance and precision. Each of these sites embodies what Switzerland stands for: preservation, beauty, and balance between people, nature, and time. Practical information. Money and currency. In a country known for precision, it's no surprise that money in Switzerland reflects the same sense of order, trust, and craftsmanship. From its world-famous banking heritage to the artistry of its colorful banknotes, Swiss currency is more than a medium of exchange, it's part of the national identity. The official currency is the Swiss franc, CHF, symbolized by the letters FR or SFR. It's one of the world's most stable currencies, prized globally for its reliability, a reflection of Switzerland's enduring economic strength and neutrality. Unlike its European neighbors, Switzerland is not part of the Eurozone, although euros are often accepted in tourist areas, usually with change given in francs. Each Swiss banknote is a miniature work of art. The current series, introduced in 2016, celebrates creativity and innovation rather than historical figures. Designed vertically, a bold departure from tradition, each note represents a concept that defines the Swiss spirit: time, light, language, nature, music, and the nation itself. Holding one feels like holding a piece of Swiss precision, bright, detailed, and built to last. Coins, too, carry the same elegance. The familiar Helvetia, the female personification of Switzerland, has graced them for over a century, symbolizing independence and strength. Even the smallest 1 franc coin shines with understated perfection, a nod to the country's devotion to quality in every detail. For travelers, Switzerland's financial landscape is refreshingly straightforward. ATMs are widespread, and credit and debit cards are accepted almost everywhere. Contactless and mobile payments have become standard, but many locals still appreciate cash, especially in rural areas, markets, and small cafes. Prices can seem high compared to other countries, but what you receive in return is reliability, impeccable service, pristine infrastructure, and products built to endure. In Switzerland, quality is the currency, and that's worth every franc. Transport and getting around. Getting around Switzerland is like moving through a perfectly tuned symphony, smooth, punctual, and beautifully orchestrated. The country's transport system is not only one of the most efficient in the world, but also one of the most scenic. Trains glide past snow-capped peaks and mirror-clear lakes, buses wind gracefully through alpine valleys, and boats drift across shimmering waters. Every journey feels like part of the adventure. The heart of Swiss travel is its rail network, operated mainly by the Swiss Federal Railways, SBB, CFF, FFS. It connects nearly every town, village, and mountain resort with clockwork precision. Trains depart on time, often to the minute, and their large panoramic windows make each trip a visual feast. The Swiss Travel Pass is a favorite among visitors, offering unlimited access to most trains, buses, and boats, along with free or discounted entry to hundreds of museums. For scenic splendor, few journeys compared to Switzerland's iconic rail lines. The Glacier Express links Zermatt and St. Moritz through 8 hours of breathtaking alpine views, while the Bernina Express, a UNESCO World Heritage route, climbs through glacier before descending into Italy's sunlit valleys. The Golden Pass line between Montrose and Lucerne captures the country's diversity, from vineyards to high peaks to crystal lakes. In cities like Zurich, Geneva, and Basel, public transport is flawless. Trams glide quietly through clean streets, buses run like clockwork, and ferries cross lakes with gentle rhythm. Everything operates under one integrated system. One ticket can take you from tram to train to mountain lift without complication. In more remote areas, the iconic yellow post buses reach places where trains cannot. Their cheerful horns echo through valleys, connecting tiny mountain hamlets and scenic passes. Even at 2,000 meters above sea level, Swiss transport feels effortless. Driving is also a pleasure, though not always necessary. Roads are immaculate. Mountain passes like the Grimsel and Furka offer thrilling panoramas, and car hire allows for flexible exploration. However, due to high efficiency, many travelers prefer to sit back and let the Swiss transport system do the work. It rarely disappoints. In Switzerland, getting from place to place isn't a means to an end, it's an experience in itself. Every route tells a story, every connection runs smoothly, and every journey reminds you that precision can be beautiful. Visas and entry requirements. Switzerland welcomes travelers much like it welcomes the seasons, calmly, efficiently, and with quiet hospitality. Though not part of the European Union, Switzerland is a proud member of the Schengen area, meaning that most visitors from Europe can cross its borders freely, just as smoothly as its trains glide through the Alps. For travelers from the UK, EU, EEA, and Schengen countries, entry is simple. No visa is required for short stays of up to 90 days within a 180-day period. A valid passport or national ID card is all that's needed to explore Switzerland's lakes, peaks, and charming old towns. Visitors from other parts of the world, including the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand also enjoy visa-free entry for short stays, provided their visit is for tourism, family, or business purposes. Those from countries outside this list will need to apply for a Schengen visa before arrival, a single visa that allows access not only to Switzerland but to 25 other European nations. For longer stays, whether for study, work, or relocation, Switzerland offers various residence and work permits, all of which uphold the same hallmark of precision and organization that defines the country. At border crossings and airports, the process is typically swift and polite. Customs checks are rare but efficient, and there's little fanfare, just quiet orderliness. Once you step inside, the rest of Switzerland's efficiency takes over. Fast trains, seamless connections, and mountain air that instantly makes you feel far from anywhere else. Switzerland's openness is matched by its responsibility. As a visitor, you're expected to respect local laws, travel insurance requirements, and the natural environment, because here, beauty and order exist hand in hand. Safety and health. Traveling through Switzerland feels like stepping into a world where everything simply works, where safety is second nature and well-being seems built into the landscape itself. From spotless cities to pristine mountain air, this is a country where travelers can relax completely, knowing they are in capable, caring hands. Switzerland consistently ranks among the safest countries in the world, with low crime rates and a strong sense of community responsibility. Cities like Zurich, Bern, and Geneva are as peaceful as they are picturesque, and even when wandering late at night through cobbled streets or lakeside promenades, most travelers feel completely at ease. Petty theft is rare, though, as anywhere, a little common sense goes a long way. Keep your belongings secure, especially in busy transport hubs. Health standards in Switzerland are among the highest in Europe. Tap water is pure enough to rival bottled brands, food hygiene is exceptional, and hospitals and pharmacies maintain world-class care. If medical attention is needed, travelers can expect prompt, professional service, though costs can be high, so travel insurance with health coverage is strongly recommended. Outdoor enthusiasts will find Swiss safety extends even to its mountains. Hiking trails are well marked, cable cars and trains are maintained to meticulous standards, and weather forecasts are detailed and accurate. Still, nature deserves respect. Always check conditions before heading into high-altitude terrain and carry proper gear. Switzerland also places great emphasis on environmental health. The air is crisp, the water crystal clear, and even city parks feel like extensions of the Alps. Cleanliness isn't just policy, it's culture. From tranquil lakeside strolls to alpine adventures, Switzerland offers peace of mind in every moment. Here, safety and serenity walk hand in hand. Communication. Switzerland may have 4 national languages, but communicating here feels effortless, not because everyone speaks the same words, but because everyone shares the same courtesy. Whether you're ordering fondue in French-speaking Geneva, asking for directions in German-speaking Zurich, or greeting a shopkeeper in Italian Ticino, you'll find Swiss people welcoming, polite, and often multilingual. The country officially recognizes German, French, Italian, and Romansh, with each region having its own dominant tongue. In practice, many Swiss switch between languages with remarkable ease. English, too, is widely spoken, especially in cities, hotels, and among younger generations, so travelers rarely face real communication barriers. A few simple greetings go a long way. A cheerful Grüezi in German-speaking areas, Bonjour in the French parts, or Buongiorno in the south instantly opens doors. Swiss people appreciate visitors who make the effort to use local words, no matter how small the gesture. For staying connected, Switzerland's mobile networks are among the fastest and most reliable in Europe. Wi-Fi is common in cafes, trains, and hotels, and prepaid SIM cards are easily available from major providers such as Swisscom, Sunrise, and Salt. Coverage extends even to mountain valleys. It's not unusual to get perfect signal beside a glacier. Communication here also means a respect for quiet. On trains and in public spaces, conversations are calm, private, and often soft-spoken. The Swiss value tranquility, a reflection of their culture of respect and harmony. Whether it's a friendly greeting, a smooth internet connection, or the silent appreciation of mountain views, communication in Switzerland is about connection, both human and heartfelt. Local laws and customs. Switzerland is a country where rules and respect live side by side, not as restrictions, but as quiet threads that keep daily life running smoothly. Here, order and beauty are inseparable. From its spotless streets to its punctual trains, Switzerland's calm efficiency comes from a shared understanding. Everyone plays their part. For visitors, adapting to this culture of consideration is both simple and rewarding. Punctuality is deeply valued, whether you're meeting a friend, catching a train, or arriving for a tour. Being even a few minutes late feels out of rhythm with Swiss precision, so arriving early is seen as good manners. Cleanliness is another cornerstone of Swiss life. Littering is frowned upon, and recycling is practically an art form. Most towns have color-coded bins for paper, glass, and plastics, and locals take pride in keeping their surroundings pristine. You'll notice streets so clean they seem freshly swept, a quiet reflection of national pride. Noise levels are kept low out of respect for others. Sundays and evenings are traditionally quiet times. Mowing the lawn, drilling, or playing loud music is often discouraged. Even apartment buildings have rest hours, a small gesture of mutual respect that keeps communities peaceful. Switzerland also takes its nature protection laws seriously. Wildflowers should never be picked, and hiking trails are to be respected. Stepping off can damage fragile alpine ecosystems. Dogs are welcome almost everywhere but must be kept on leads and under control. When greeting locals, a firm handshake and direct eye contact are standard. In French and Italian-speaking regions, cheek kisses are common among friends. Always greet shopkeepers with a polite "Grüezi" or "Bonjour" before beginning a conversation. It's not just etiquette, it's warmth. Alcohol and tobacco regulations are sensible but strict. The legal drinking age is 16 for beer and wine, 18 for spirits. Jaywalking is rare, as pedestrians take traffic rules seriously, even on empty streets. At its heart, Swiss law and custom reflect one simple idea: harmony. It's a country where freedom flourishes because everyone respects the shared rhythm of life. Time, power and connectivity. In Switzerland, even time seems to flow with precision. Clocks are more than instruments here, they're part of the national character, from the intricate gears of Swiss watchmaking to the punctual rhythm of trains gliding through mountain tunnels. Timekeeping isn't just a habit, it's a craft, perfected over centuries and woven into everyday life. Switzerland runs on Central European Time, CET, UTC+1, shifting to Central European Summer Time, CEST, UTC+2, from late March to late October. Trains, buses, and even cable cars operate with near-military precision. Locals often say, if you miss the train, don't blame the clock. In Switzerland, time isn't something to chase, it's something to respect. Electricity here is equally reliable. The standard is 230 volts, 50 Hz, using the Type C and Type J plugs. Many European appliances fit easily, but travelers from the UK or North America will need an adapter. You'll find sockets neatly tucked into walls of alpine chalets, sleek hotels, and even mountain huts, another quiet testament to Swiss practicality. When it comes to staying connected, Switzerland sets a gold standard. Wi-Fi is widely available in hotels, cafes, trains, and airports, often free or included in your stay. Mobile coverage extends astonishingly far. Even in high mountain regions, you're rarely out of signal. The country's major providers, Swisscom, Sunrise, and Salt, offer excellent prepaid SIM cards and some of the fastest internet speeds in Europe. Public charging stations, USB ports on trains, and solar benches in parks make it easy to stay powered up on the go. Whether you're uploading mountain photos, checking trail maps, or video calling from a lakeside village, connection feels effortless. Time and technology work hand in hand here, just as tradition and innovation always have. Switzerland runs like clockwork, not because it must, but because it chooses to. Accommodation options. In Switzerland, where every mountain and lake seems to belong on a postcard, even a night's rest feels like part of the experience. From grand lakeside hotels to remote alpine chalets, accommodation here combines comfort, beauty, and that unmistakable Swiss sense of order. Whether you're gazing across snow-capped peaks or waking to the sound of cowbells, staying in Switzerland is as memorable as the journey itself. For travelers seeking classic elegance, the country's historic grand hotels, like the Badratz Palace in St. Moritz or the Fairmont-Le Montrose Palace, offer old-world luxury with views that defy imagination. These establishments have hosted royalty, artists, and adventurers for over a century, and their charm endures through polished wood, mountain air, and impeccable service. In contrast, Switzerland's modern design hotels reflect a minimalist sophistication that's both chic and cozy. Sleek mountain lodges in Zermatt, eco-friendly retreats in Graubünden, and boutique hotels in Zurich or Geneva blend clean lines with natural materials, a harmony of style and sustainability. For those craving authenticity, family-run inns and guest houses in alpine villages provide warmth beyond the firelight. Hosts greet you with homemade meals, local wine, and genuine stories of mountain life. Every stay feels personal, a glimpse into the soul of Switzerland that no five-star suite could replace. Budget travelers aren't left behind. Switzerland's youth hostels are among the world's best, spotless, scenic, and well-organized. Many are perched in incredible settings, from lakefronts to mountain slopes, offering views that make modest prices feel like luxury. And for pure adventure, few things rival a mountain hut stay. Managed by the Swiss Alpine Club, SAC, these high-altitude refuges welcome hikers and climbers with shared meals and endless starlit skies. It's Switzerland at its most elemental, simple, safe, and unforgettable. Wherever you stay, one thing remains constant. Swiss accommodation reflects its landscape, clean, calm, and perfectly balanced between nature and nurture. Food and water safety. In Switzerland, you can taste the country's purity in every sip and bite. The air feels crisp, the water sparkles with freshness, and the food, whether a mountain meal or a city brunch, reflects the same dedication to quality and care that defines Swiss life. Here, safety and excellence are simply part of the recipe. Tap water in Switzerland is not just safe, it's world-class. Drawn from alpine springs and glacial sources, it's among the cleanest and purest on Earth. Locals drink it freely, and travelers are encouraged to do the same. Across towns and mountain villages, you'll find beautifully carved fountains gushing with free, drinkable water, a small luxury that perfectly captures the Swiss respect for nature's gifts. Bottled water, while common, often comes from the same pristine sources. Food hygiene standards are equally outstanding. From luxury restaurants in Zurich to rustic chalets in Grindeld, kitchens operate with immaculate precision. Ingredients are fresh, local, and often organic. Farm to table isn't a trend here, it's a tradition. Dairies still handcraft cheese on alpine pastures, bakeries rise with the scent of freshly made bread, and chocolatiers treat their craft like art. Street food, while not as widespread as in neighboring countries, is always handled safely. Whether you're buying roasted chestnuts in Lucerne or bratwurst from a market in Bern, you'll find impeccable cleanliness and friendly service. Farmers' markets, bursting with color and produce, are a great way to experience the country's culinary heart while knowing every product meets high health standards. If by chance you need medical or dietary assistance, pharmacies, apothek, pharmacy, pharmacia, are easy to find and staffed with knowledgeable professionals. Food allergies and special diets are well understood, and gluten-free or lactose-free options are common in supermarkets and restaurants alike. In short, Switzerland lets you eat and drink with complete confidence and joy. Each meal feels like a celebration of nature, health, and craftsmanship. Useful apps and resources. Traveling through Switzerland is as much about the journey as the destination, and modern tools make it smoother, richer, and more relaxed. Whether you're planning a scenic train ride, hiking in alpine valleys, or simply checking the weather before heading out, the right apps and resources can turn every moment into a Swiss-style experience of calm precision and discovery. Transport and navigation. One of the best ways to feel at ease in Switzerland is to move with the rhythm of the country's transport system, and the official app SBB Mobile makes it effortless. You can check timetables, buy tickets, and even activate the Easy Ride function for buses, trams, and boats. SBB.ch. If you're exploring beyond the rails, the app Switzerland Mobility provides over 600 hiking, cycling, and mountain bike routes, ideal for finding hidden trails and discovering alpine corners. MySwissAlps.com+1. Mountain and outdoor conditions. Switzerland's beauty often lies high above the valleys, so knowing trail and weather conditions matters. The official tourism site recommends the Grand Tour of Switzerland and the Grand Train Tour of Switzerland apps, which help you plan one of Europe's most scenic driving or rail excursions. Switzerland tourism. Safety and local info. When you're deep in the mountains or in remote villages, a reliable emergency resource is invaluable. The app Alert Swiss keeps you informed of local hazards, weather alerts, and travel advice, a quiet piece of Swiss preparedness at your fingertips. MySwissAlps.com. General travel planning. Beyond transport and trails, a good travel planning app can bring together culture, food, maps, and tours. Many travelers use the free Switzerland Travel Guide app, which offers information in multiple languages and basic city guides for places like Zurich, Geneva, Lucerne, and more. Apple Plus One. Practical tips. Download these apps before you arrive, and ensure they have offline mode or downloaded maps. Many mountain sections have limited mobile signal. Enable notifications for the SBB app so you'll receive alerts for delays or platform changes. Swiss trains are punctual, but weather or maintenance can still cause shifts. Check each app's language settings. Many offer German, French, Italian, and English, making navigation easier across Switzerland's language regions. Carry a power bank. Swiss landscapes invite you to stay out longer than planned, and your phone becomes your map, guide, and photojournal all in one. As the shadows stretch across the Great Alpes Glacier and the golden light fades from the peak of the Matterhorn, our journey through Switzerland comes to its rest. We have climbed the highest passes, explored the depths of the mountain lakes, and witnessed the timeless precision that defines this land. The strength of the Alps and the quiet peace of the valleys are now yours to carry into the night. If this journey has brought you knowledge or a moment of much-needed rest, please like this video and subscribe to Apex Atlas. Your support allows us to continue mapping the world in these deep, calming dives. And if you'd like to bring the beauty of the mountains into your own home. But for now, the map is closed. The mountain air is still. May your rest be as steady as the stone beneath the peaks and as clear as the alpine springs. Thank you for wandering with us. Sleep well. Good night.